Hey everyone, I'm Devin Walton, and this is Homestead Road Weekly News, your Minnesota real estate update in 10 minutes or less. Today, we're breaking down the top 5 stories that are shaping housing right now here in Minnesota. The rental crunch, the hidden cost of ownership, the office vacancy crisis, changes to real estate commissions, and a slowdown in new construction. So let's dive right in. So the rental market across Minnesota keeps tightening up. Now, Zillow says the average rent statewide just topped $1,600 a month. And MMG Real Estate Advisors expects Twin Cities rents to rise an additional 3.8% by year end. Why? Supply is tightening. Fewer new apartments. More renters are staying put because they just can't afford buying a home, and other affordability challenges like job loss, etc. It's keeping people from the buying market. So for renters, what that means statewide is it's going to jump $50 to $100 a month for your rent. And for investors, low vacancy, steady demand make rental property more attractive. The bottom line is Minnesota's rental market is strong, it's stable, and it's getting tighter. So if you're tired of paying rent and want to see if buying a home and home ownership is really possible, call or write to us here at Homestead Road today. Subscribe, leave us a comment, and we'll try to help you out and help you better understand where you stand. So next up, let's talk about the hidden costs of home ownership. What really happens after you buy a home? A recent Axios report shows that Minnesota homeowners spend roughly $19,000 a year on taxes, insurance, and maintenance, not counting the mortgage. Those costs climb fast. With older homes and winter upkeep, they tend to creep up on you. If your payment is $2,000 a month, set aside at least $300 more for repairs and surprises. For sellers, being transparent about maintenance and updates builds a buyer confidence. For buyers, plan your budget before you even go shopping. By working with your lender, you'll find out what your mortgage payment's going to be, then allot money for your utilities, and these types of things like other taxes and other maintenance needs. The smartest homeowners don't react, they plan way ahead. So if you're unsure how much you can truly afford, leave us a comment. Let us contact you back. Here at Homestead Road, we'll help you estimate full ownership costs so you can avoid those budget shocks and problems in the future. On the commercial side of things, Twin Cities offices remain under heavy pressure. Finance and Commerce reports show metro vacancies are running around 22%, and Class B buildings downtown are closer to 37%. A prime example is the Normandale Lake Office Park in Bloomington. That building was once valued at $100 million, and it sold this month for just $4 million, a 96% price drop. Now that sounds alarming, but there is a silver lining. Developers are exploring office to residential conversions, which could bring thousands of new housing units downtown and over the next few years. For investors, it's a moment to watch closely. For homeowners, city tax bases could shift, affecting neighborhood services and values. Want to know how these changes might impact your home's value? Call Homestead Road today. We'll give you a clearer local market breakdown. Next up, how agents are paid is changing across Minnesota. So following the national NAR settlement, commissions are now fully negotiable and disclosed up front. In fact, here in Minnesota, they've always been that way because we were one of the few states that actually had this process wired before the NAR settlement. It's just now becoming more transparent and more of a topic to talk about, both from the buyer side and the seller side. So in commissions, the average total is still running around 6%, split roughly 3 and 3 between both sides. But now sellers can choose whether or not to even offer a buyer agent pay up front, because it's included in the purchase agreements, they often find that commission rate coming when the offer comes in. Now, personally, when I do this, I always prep my sellers and tell them, hey, you don't have to offer anything, but let's at least be prepared mentally and numbers-wise for a percentage, whether it's 2.5%, 2.7%, or 3%. The big thing is that buyers now have to sign agreements with their agents, which they always have had to do here in Minnesota, but they really need to call out that portion that talks about how the agent's going to get paid, because technically it's coming from the buyer, but as we've all learned, there are ways to make it happen. So the goal is transparency and choice. No more assumptions, no hidden fees, no public advertising with putting commissions right out front of the MLS like it used to be. Now buyers' agents really have to ask for their pay, and how they're going to get it is really a strategy they have to work with their buyers on. So for sellers, compare your service quality, not just commission. For buyers, ask early how that compensation really works and what you may have to pay as a buyer and how you're going to pay that to the agent that is working for you. So if you're planning to sell soon, talk with Homestead Road. We'll explain how the new system affects your bottom line, and we'll help you move forward confidently. Finally, new construction is slowing down statewide. Housing First Minnesota reports single-family permits are down and builder sentiment is cooling heading into winter. Funny. Rising material prices, higher loan rates, and labor shortages are delaying projects. That means fewer brand new homes and tighter inventory next spring. For homeowners, less new competition could boost resale prices. For buyers, limited selection, limited new build supply means acting early on good listings. If you find the one you like, you probably better act on it right now, because otherwise you could be in a bidding war or lose that one right out from underneath you. Thinking of selling or curious what your home's worth right now? Reach out to Homestead Road today. We'll give you a free, no-pressure valuation. And that is this week's Homestead Road Weekly Real Estate News. Here's your quick recap. Rents are rising, ownership costs are real, offices are evolving, agent fees are changing, and construction is cooling. Yet Minnesota's market stays resilient as always. I'm Devin Walton. Thanks for watching. And if you're ready to sell, buy, or just want some guidance, call us here at Homestead Road or write in the comments. Our team makes it easy to move forward with confidence. So until next week, stay informed, stay ready, and stay ahead of the curve.